Everyone else was running away. The city had become a place of death. Bodies filled the streets. Families abandoned their own. Relatives and even physicians refused to enter infected homes. But one Christian doctor walked in the opposite direction. He knew he might never come back, yet he believed that following Christ meant loving people when everyone else had stopped. During the 3rd century, the Roman Empire was struck by one of the deadliest epidemics in its history. The mysterious disease spread rapidly from city to city, claiming thousands of lives. Every day, fear became more contagious than the illness itself. Markets emptied, homes were abandoned, and entire neighborhoods fell silent as desperate families fled into the countryside. In one bustling Roman city lived a respected physician named Alexander. Unlike many doctors who served only the wealthy, Alexander believed every human life carried equal value before God. Rich or poor, Ramang or foreigner, Christian or pagan, patient received the same care. His Christian faith shaped everything he did. Every morning before treating the sick, he prayed that God would give him strength not only to heal bodies, but also to comfort broken hearts. As the epidemic worsened, panic consumed the city. Doctors began leaving. Government officials disappeared. Even close relatives abandoned parents, children, and spouses out of fear of becoming infected. The streets filled with cries for help that no one answered. Friends urged Alexander to leave while there was still time. "You have the knowledge to survive," they told him. "If you stay, you will die." Alexander quietly shook his head. "If Christ never abandoned me," he replied, "how can I abandon them?" The next morning, while thousands fled through the city gates, Alexander walked deeper into the infected districts. He entered homes everyone else avoided. He carried food to the hungry. He cleaned wounds. He gave water to the dying. He comforted frightened children who had lost their parents. Sometimes all he could offer was a hand to hold during someone's final moments. Soon other Christians joined him. Together they organized places where the sick could receive food, shelter, and care. The difference between Christians and the rest of the city became impossible to ignore. While fear divided families, faith brought strangers together. One afternoon, Roman soldiers arrived. Rumors had spread that Christians were secretly gathering in the city. Authorities believed they were defying imperial orders. Alexander was arrested while caring for a dying patient. The commander looked at him in disbelief. "You could have escaped," he said. "Why stay?" Alexander answered without hesitation. "Because love never runs away." The soldiers imprisoned him. Inside the prison, disease spread quickly among the inmates. Instead of despairing, Alexander continued treating the sick. Using the little knowledge and few supplies he had, Even prisoners who mocked Christians began asking him about the faith that gave him such courage. Some guards secretly listened to his conversations. Many could not understand why a man facing death remained filled with peace. When brought before the Roman governor, Alexander received one final opportunity: offer sacrifice to the Roman gods, renounce Christ, walk away free. The physician looked around the courtroom. He had spent months watching people die. He knew earthly life was temporary. Calmly he answered, "I have spent my life saving bodies. I will not lose my soul." The governor immediately sentenced him to death. As he was led away, witnesses later remembered that Alexander prayed not for himself, but for the people who condemned him. His execution did not silence his testimony. Instead, stories of the Christian doctor spread throughout neighboring cities. Many pagans who had witnessed the compassion of Christians during the epidemic began asking why believers risked everything for complete strangers. The answer was always the same: because that is exactly what Christ had done for them. History records many famous physicians whose discoveries changed medicine, but some of Christianity's greatest healers are remembered not for the diseases they cured, but for the love they showed. Alexander understood that medicine could heal the body. Only Christ could heal the soul, and he believed both were worth giving his life for.